Hi, and welcome to Procore's Groundbreak 2020, where you'll see that what comes next in construction starts right now. I'm your host, Cassie Morris, Head of Construction Education here at Procore, and I'll be coming to you throughout Groundbreak from different locations across our headquarters here in Carpinteria, California. We have a lot in store for you over the next 2 days. You'll hear from Procore's founder and CEO, Tooey Courtemanche, on where this industry and construction technology is headed, get a glimpse into our product roadmap and vision, learn from renowned author and researcher Brené Brown, meet groundbreakers like yourself, and so much more. Before we get kicked off with the Groundbreak keynote, I want to say a few words about safety here at Procore during this global pandemic. I don't have to tell you that the world has changed and everyone, including our industry, has had to adapt. Procore has also adapted how we work, and we're bringing this entire Groundbreak event to life with safety in mind. So, though I'm not wearing a mask while on camera, the crew that's making this happen are following the precautions our industry is taking to get things done. This means it's mask up for everyone. And last, I'd like to take a moment to review this slide. To briefly summarize, you should not rely upon forward-looking statements as predictions of future events. Now, let's jump in with Procore CEO Tooey Courtemanche and our Day 1 keynote.
Pardon our mess. This area is under construction.
Please observe the look of concentration on the faces of the people who are working to build the world around us, in spite of every conceivable challenge.
Watch your step around the scuff marks and the sweat stains.
The teardrops and the bruises.
This area is under construction.
But we can't apologize for the noise.
Because this is what it sounds like when a community comes together to figure out where we go from here.
Please mind our dust, and we say our dust, because it belongs to us.
And when we say us, we mean everyone.
We mean the builders.
We mean the leaders.
We mean the groundbreakers.
Yes, it's messy.
And yes, it's dangerous.
But it's also worth it.
Because this area is under construction.
And in the year 2020,
this is what progress looks like.
This is what progress should look like.
So to the world of the near future,
from the construction industry of now, promise. We're here to build what comes next.
And there's nothing that can stop us.
Wow, that was amazing. What a great way to kick off Groundbreak this year. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining our first ever virtual Groundbreak. My name is Tooey Courtemanche. I'm the founder and CEO of Procore. I am coming to you today from our global headquarters here in Carpinteria, California. One thing's for sure, the world has certainly changed dramatically since our last Groundbreak. You know, last year when we left Phoenix, we thought that the future looked like the world that we knew. We thought we'd be in New Orleans this week, watching marching bands and exploring the French Quarter, walking down Bourbon Street eating beignets. And as you can recall, by all accounts, this year started out with our industry booming. But as we all now know, the world had other plans for all of us. But one thing has not changed for us here at Procore, and that's our mission, to connect everybody in construction on a global platform. So whether we're in NOLA or meeting virtually like we are today, our commitment to you is to bring all you groundbreakers together to build forward from here. So thank you all for joining us for a brand new kind of Groundbreak. Yes, we had to change our plans, but it's so inspiring to see how everyone is adapting. This is the largest, most global Groundbreak ever. Today, thousands of you are joining us from over 60 countries. And I want to encourage you all to join our Ask the Experts portal for a one-of-a-kind virtual experience and chat live with our Procore experts. You'll have the ability to meet our partners and learn how they seamlessly integrate into the Procore platform. And you have flexibility with how and when you'll digest all the amazing content we're offering you this year. You know, Groundbreak is my favorite time of year. Nothing gets me more inspired than watching our industry's brightest minds come together to build our path forward. And that's what we're all about at Procore, connecting the people who build the world. Of course, we build these connections through our single connected platform. But our work goes well beyond technology. We partner with trade organizations and universities to solve the labor shortages and the skills gap. Last year, we launched Procore Community, our online user community, that now has over 25,000 members who learn from and inspire each other every single day. And of course, we host events like Groundbreak. Connecting all of you has always been and always will be our mission here at Procore. So now let's pause and let's take a breath. How do we even begin to process this year? We essentially entered a new world overnight. We all had to adapt to how we live and how we work, how we play, build, and how we experience communities. We're celebrating birthdays and graduations on Zoom, for goodness sakes. We're teaching our children online, and many of you have had to work remote. But while other industries have had that luxury of moving their entire workforce remote, construction at its core just can't be. As one of you said to me a few months back, sure, we have some folks working from home, but last time I checked, concrete still has to be poured at the job site. That point is well taken. And those of you who are still going to the job site have had to implement new processes and policies and ways of getting your job done. Safety has always been a priority for our industry, but the scope of what safety means today on job sites has expanded greatly. Construction can't be 100% remote, but most importantly, construction can't stop. Construction is essential work. You can't stop building the homes that we raise our families in, the hospitals that we so desperately need, or the infrastructure that powers and brings these places to life. Many of you shared stories with us about how Procore has helped you navigate this year. Look, I love this industry, and it's conversations like these that I personally live for. Hearing firsthand that what we're delivering helps you stay afloat, helps keep your projects moving forward, and keeps your people safe during this difficult time. It really makes the last 18 years of work that we poured into this industry, and remember, this industry alone, very well worth it. A very specific memory comes to mind from about 17 years ago at this point. We were I think 3 employees working at Procore back then. We were really small. And as I recall, we had 5 or 6 customers, and we were still trying to figure things out. We were working out of a one-room office, and we were literally waiting on the next paper check to show up in the mailbox so we could keep the lights on and keep building our products. Hearing these stories over the past few months from many of you have had me reflect on those early days. I've been thinking to myself, man, I am so happy that we didn't quit and that we didn't give up. I am so thankful that we stuck it out and we have built something that has truly impacted the lives of so many people. Keeping these early Procore stories alive helps us all remember what got us here, which is that maniacal focus on you groundbreakers and all of those who serve our industry. At Procore, we didn't just set out to impact the lives of people in construction, we set out to improve them. In fact, our vision is to improve the lives of everyone in construction. And this year, that vision has taken on a much deeper meaning. So if our vision is to improve the lives of everyone in construction, we need to mean everyone. We have to do the work necessary to make all people feel welcome, safe, and valued in our industry. It's our job as leaders to run companies that are safe spaces for all people. Spaces that allow us to bring our authentic, true selves to work every single day while being recognized and respected by those around us. So whether we're reflecting on natural disasters or the pandemic or global recession or social movements surrounding equality and racial injustice in the US, it's clear that this is a critical time. This is a defining moment where we can either just throw up our hands or we can lean in and create positive outcomes for ourselves and for our industry. Well, you're here with me today, which means to me that you are going to take control. You are the leaders that are going to drive this industry forward. Building what's next starts here, and it starts with each of you. This year reminded me of just how resilient this industry is. You've faced extraordinary challenges, and you've responded with extraordinary growth and adaptation. I'm continually amazed by the true leadership we see from our partners and our customers and our friends who work alongside us every day. So let's take a moment and celebrate that leadership and resilience.
We're like firefighters. We need to run to the fire. We can't run away from a crisis.
Everybody came in and said, we're here, let's get through this together, and let's do our best to mitigate any loss of human life.
Construction does that in general. It reacts quick. You were used to things changing fast.
You have to be part of a community, and you have to be part of something that's bigger than you. So how do we start to lay that foundation, even during these challenging times, to ensure that, we can start to build cities that are going to be safer and more resilient and more thoughtful.
Everybody is somehow being touched by this. Whether you're a builder, architect, owner, you're somehow being touched by this. It's not just one construction team trying to fight this by themselves, but it's the entire construction community working to help healthcare.
We can't save patients, so we do our part to our healthcare workers that we're right by you, and we're going to work just as hard as you and do what we can do so that you can do your job.
When I think about the past 6 months, what amazes me most is how quickly we pivoted. Look, time was of the essence when COVID-19 hit. And some of our very own customers executed critical projects at record speeds. Customers like Robbins & Morton, who built a 450-bed hospital inside the Miami Beach Convention Center in just under 2 weeks. And in just 4 days, Suffolk transformed Boston's Convention and Exhibition Center into Boston's Hope, a 1,000-bed temporary field hospital for COVID-19 patients. And then there's a story that we heard from Excel construction executives that I personally found extremely moving. You see, early in the pandemic, Excel construction employees rallied together like the groundbreakers that they are, and they set up a fund to help the craftspeople who were the first to be laid off when projects were forced to come to a halt. These amazing folks donated their paid time off, their prepaid mileage, and they contributed via PayPal. They were able to amass over $340,000 to help 120 craftspeople pay for basic necessities like rent and groceries. It's inspiring. That to me is an incredible example of the caring and resilient nature of the people in our industry. So thank you to all of you Excel construction employees for setting an example for all of us. So there's one thing we know. We know that construction is no stranger to building through pandemics, recessions, world wars, and more. This is definitely not the first time, nor will it be the last, that construction will help the world rebuild and rebound. And let me be very clear with all of you. There is no doubt that construction will bounce back. Most of you know that I got into this business because I love construction. My first job was working for a contractor right here in California during my summer breaks when I was just in junior high school. So this year has reinforced my belief that our industry has more heart and soul than any other I've had the privilege to work in. And you've inspired me personally to be a better leader. But more importantly, you all have inspired me to be a better person. Look, I love this industry. So I just want to take a minute and simply say to all of you, thank you. Since the day Procore was founded 18 years ago, we have been committed to delivering a platform that connects all stakeholders in construction. But we've also made the commitment to be a partner to the industry, not just a tech provider. That means being in lockstep with the challenges our industry is facing while being agile enough to respond to the industry's ever-changing needs. And when COVID first hit, we quickly went to work to deliver upon that partnership promise that we've made to all of you. We wasted no time reaching out to our customers to ask what we could do to help. With over 9,500 owners, general contractors, specialty contractors, architects, and engineers partnering with Procore from all around the world, we have many of the industry's brightest minds in our network. We heard loud and clear that one of the most important and impactful things we could do was to connect all of you with each other to share best practices. So we launched a series of virtual customer roundtables and live COVID trainings so you could learn from and benchmark against one another. We quickly jumped on building video conferencing integrations for Zoom, GoToMeeting, and Microsoft Teams to help connect the field with the office. These quickly became some of the most utilized integrations ever in Procore's history. Beyond that, we worked with experts to build and release inspection templates for job site cleanliness and best practices for using Procore during COVID. We did all of this so you had what you need to work safely. Now, over 9,500 of the world's leading owners, general contractors, and specialty contractors using Procore not only means a wealth of knowledge and expertise, but it also means that over 1 million users all around the world are generating information on our platform. So this is the really cool part. We can draw macro insights and trends from all of that activity and provide it as a resource to you to build better and safer. Back in April, we launched our U.S. Construction Activity Index and partnered with trade associations to help quantify the impact COVID-19 was having on our industry. We looked at job site activity data from the Procore platform alongside public information to analyze U.S. construction activity during the pandemic. This enabled us to see a macro view of U.S. construction activity from coast to coast and the impact COVID-19 was having during the first shelter-in-place orders. It has also now enabled us to see the increase in activity as our industry has learned to adapt to the new normal. Since its launch, this index has helped trade associations educate the federal and local governments to ensure that construction was included in every single recovery package. I encourage you all to check it out on our website. It's very cool. So we know that the market for construction jobs has been hit very hard this year. For years, we've been working with trade schools and universities to bring new talent into our industry and to help solve for the labor shortage and the skills gap. But this year, we realized we could do way more. We partner with Arcuro, a leading HR software solutions provider, to bring you the very first construction-specific career board. It's available in both English and Spanish, and unlike most other job boards, this one is absolutely free for both job seekers as well as employers. This partnership allows us to leverage our network to connect people looking for work with those who are hiring today. We are proud to share that to date, over 700 companies have listed over 7,500 jobs on the Construction Career Board. It's truly amazing. And if you're hiring, I encourage you all to post your jobs there. We also know that the cost of insurance is top of mind for our customers. So we found 2 innovative insurance companies who have a vested interest in helping their customers, all of you, to reduce your project risk. We recently launched an exclusive agreement with Travelers companies to help contractors manage their total cost of risk. Travelers believes that Procore is so effective at reducing risk that if their customers sign up with Procore, Travelers will cover up to 20% of the first-year cost of Procore. We're so excited to offer this cost savings to the industry and to help reduce liability with our platform. AXA XL, another leading insurance provider, is also recommending Procore to their customers. Procore is now part of AXA XL's construction ecosystem tech library, which is comprised of hand-selected and vetted technology that helps reduce risk for AXA XL clients. These are just some of the many ways we're working to be a partner to this industry and working to deliver upon our vision of improving the lives of everyone in construction. Now, I'm sure you know this by now, but our mission is to connect everyone in construction on a global platform. So let's talk about what we've been up to over the last year and get into some of the exciting product updates, an area that I just love. So for the past 18 years, our team has been dedicated to making construction more connected, safer, and more efficient. And this year's events have accelerated the need for truly collaborative solutions where data is immediately accessible. And the rate of change is only going to increase from here. The future we are delivering is one where technology fades into the background as silos of information just disappear, where the right people effortlessly access the right information at the right time, and where groundbreakers just like you are enabled to do your life's best work. So how are we going to connect everyone in construction? We are investing in building for every user. Doing this creates a network that truly connects every project stakeholder in Procore. A network where in the future, a general contractor will be able to discover specialty contractors in geographic regions where they're looking to expand. A network where specialty contractors will be able to discover projects to bid on. And a network where owners will be able to discover and invite to bid general contractors to build their projects. We're not only working to connect all stakeholders in construction, but also to connect all phases of construction on one platform. We began our journey by developing products for Corsa construction. But I'm really proud to tell you that Procore's project management solution is now recognized as the #1 project management application in the annual construction technology report by the experts over at JB Knowledge. Now I want to talk about a really exciting move we're making, something you've been asking for. Several years ago, we began investing in pre-construction with bid management, and last year launched pre-qualification to further improve collaboration between general contractors and specialty contractors. With the addition of design coordination and BIM to the Procore platform, we connected the design team to the construction team, preventing rework and ensuring construction is done right the first time. But there is still so much more we can do before construction begins to ensure that projects are successful. We need to continue to connect design teams, pre-construction, and construction teams across everything, including estimating. Today, I'm excited to announce that we are making a deeper investment in pre-construction in welcoming Esticom to the Procore family. Esticom is a fully cloud-based estimating and takeoff solution that's already deeply integrated with Procore. You can automatically create your project budgets from an estimate, and the change management process of estimating change orders is already an integrated workflow. Field teams will have full visibility into estimates that created the project budget, and owners and estimators will have an increased confidence in every estimate because they are based on insights from historical projects. Bringing this functionality into the Procore platform allows you to truly start and finish your projects in Procore. Our industry is changing. The lines are blurring across construction phases. Solutions for construction now need to seamlessly connect the design phase to the construction phase. Our goal is to enable you to start and finish your work in Procore. We know you already recognize the value of connecting pre-construction and course of construction data to your financials. That's why thousands of owners, general contractors, and specialty contractors are using our industry-leading project financial solutions. Owners like Oxford Properties and Comcast, and industry-leading GCs like McCarthy and Ryan Companies. We're doubling down on our purpose-built financial solutions that will capture changes as they happen and to enable that information to create predictive outcomes. This will help builders and owners create accurate estimates, invest smarter, and save money. Now, we can't forget about the incredible amount of information that hundreds of thousands of you are generating on the Procore platform every single day. As you collaborate across your connected applications, information contained in RFIs, submittals, change orders, photos, and more is captured on the Procore platform. Procore Analytics organizes and analyzes this data to generate insights to help you plan for the future. We also know a true platform offers the freedom of choice and gives you access to the best solutions available, either Procore built or not. Over the last 3 years, our platform has enabled us to create the largest construction ecosystem in our industry, with over 250 partners in the Procore marketplace. We will continue to invest in expanding this ecosystem and in making it easier for future partners to integrate with and build on top of the Procore platform. So between Procore, our customers, and our partners, there is no problem we won't be able to solve. And while this is where we're headed, as you all know, we have a fantastic suite of products today. Every single day, construction professionals across the globe collaborate on the Procore platform and see positive impacts on their businesses. Our customers are able to streamline processes and reduce turnaround time. They're able to reduce risk with better project visibility, improve standardization, and 70% of them say that their company is more protected from litigation due to data tracked in Procore. Procore customers protect their profits by accomplishing more with the same resources. On average, our customers are able to manage 30% more work after adopting Procore. This is serious business growth enabled by the Procore platform. All of you are doing incredible work every single day, building the communities where we live. Now I'd like to share with you a story that I am very proud of, that really brings this all together. This is a story of how an owner, general contractor, and specialty contractor worked together on the Procore platform on one very impactful project. Boston's Children's Hospital in Suffolk started with Procore back in 2015, and the electrical subcontractor E.G. Sawyer joined the platform in 2019. Boston Children's Hospital broke ground in 2018. I find this project to be incredible for a number of reasons. For starters, it marks the largest healthcare endeavor in Suffolk's 33-year storied history. And this $550 million, 585,000 square foot project is Boston Children's Hospital's first capital project fully leveraging lean delivery methods. Let's take a look.
From day one, I said that this is going to be a partnership. This isn't going to be just an owner, a contractor, and a designer kind of a project. This is going to be a true partnership.
A huge amount of thinking and time went into how Boston Children's could develop and build the most state-of-the-art clinical tower in the country.
It takes an enormous amount of effort by a very large team. You have to learn to really trust your team members.
All of our subcontractors, all the owner, the architect, everybody is working within Procore.
The mechanical and electrical systems that go into a building of this scale, they were designed and built to never fail.
The hospital's treating very sick children, and they want the construction impact to be as minimum as possible. Obviously, there's a lot of pre-planning that goes into making sure that everything's coordinated. Procore really helped with organizational aspects to that.
As far as communication is concerned, using Procore is imperative. We use it for communicating out all the RFIs, all the submittals.
They were there for us. They worked for us. No issues. And it was business as usual.
We're going to be able to save more lives for probably the next 75 years because of this building. All of us sort of really focused on not ever taking no for an answer. Were there setbacks? Absolutely.
It was St. Patty's Day when they told us to shut the job down. We had somewhere around 480 workers, and to say, sorry, there's no work, we couldn't be part of supporting a pandemic.
I wouldn't even think of working from home while in construction. With technological advancement, you realize that you can do this remotely.
We were able to really facilitate the information, administratively speaking, during that 7 weeks by using Procore.
The impact that this building, this project is going to have on the community for years to come. And it gives us purpose to what we do.
This building has to get built. The city needs this building. The New England region needs this building. The world needs this building.
I feel people will look at this project and say, this project got done and it got done successfully. We can definitely build the next one.
What a truly amazing and inspiring story. I'd like to take this moment to thank BCH, Suffolk, and E.G. Sawyer for all their hard work on this very important project, and for partnering with Procore, and more importantly, for their partnership with each other. Now, it's been quite a year, to say the least, and as we look to the future, much remains uncertain. But one thing is guaranteed, and that is change. But we know our industry will continue to grow and meet those changes and challenges head on. Construction's ready to tackle whatever comes next, and I assure you that Procore will be right there with you. So now I'm excited to welcome Wyatt Jenkins, Senior Vice President of Product at Procore, to dive deeper into how we'll continue to deliver on our mission of connecting everybody in construction on a global platform.
Thanks, Tooey. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, it's great to have you here. Before we begin, I want to echo Tooey's sentiment and say thank you for the role you play in building the communities we're all a part of. As the construction platform, Procore is already widely used around the world. Over 1.3 million construction professionals are collaborating on the Procore platform in more than 125 countries. Just a few years ago, it was primarily general contractors running their projects on Procore. Now, we have thousands of owners and specialty contractors growing their businesses on the Procore platform as well. Today, we're going to talk about our vision for connecting everyone in construction on a single platform. We'll discuss where we see construction industry going and how Procore is empowering collaboration and building trust between everyone in the industry. Since Groundbreak last year, we've released over 300 enhancements and added 100 partners to the Procore app marketplace. And we're not slowing down. It's been a crazy year. COVID's fast-forwarded digitization, and we've heard from customers that Procore has been transformative for their business and essential in connecting the field and the office. We're more remote than ever, which is why simple, effective collaboration is imperative. My dad's a retired general contractor, and he always said to me growing up, construction's about time, money, and quality. Choose any two. Well, I believe that with better technology-powered collaboration between stakeholders, we can have all three. We're accelerating a future where construction's far more collaborative because it just makes sense. That's why I love my job as head of product. I talk to customers, I figure out what their problems are, and find solutions to them. When I'm speaking to owners, I'm hearing that COVID-19 is driving costs up due to increased pressure from shelter-in-place orders. It's also causing work stoppages and increased costs of materials due to high demand and supply chain issues. From GCs, I'm hearing that they're under pressure to get the job done faster than ever before, and their margins are also getting squeezed. So they're finding new ways to create value and profit by investing in self-perform and design. All this creates additional competition for specialty contractors. And then there's the move to off-site construction, prefabrication, and manufacturing. Their businesses are under pressure as well. And everybody's talking about more collaborative delivery methods and design, build, and integrated project delivery. And at the end of the day, everyone's trying to add value and preserve their slice of the pie. But I believe that when we focus on creating trusted partnerships to work together collaboratively, we add value and avoid rework, making the pie bigger. I imagine a world where every stakeholder has a personalized account where they can quickly and easily manage their daily work securely across projects with connected end-to-end business processes. I was just speaking to Dustin Burns at McCown Gordon, and he said to me, out of our whole portfolio of projects, when I see one where the owner, the GC, and the specialty contractor are all collaborating in Procore, I know it's going to be a more efficient project. The more Procore can be a collaboration hub, the more efficient and successful projects will be. Projects like Skanska's 1.3 million square foot redevelopment of LaGuardia Airport. This is the largest public-private partnership infrastructure project in America and U.S. aviation history. Let's take a look. We want to congratulate LaGuardia Gateway Partners, Skanska Walsh Joint Venture, the design partners HOK and WSP, and all the nearly 1,600 companies involved in completing this design-build project on budget. It's proof that how people work together matters more than creating a rigid process for digitization. Connecting everyone's not just about people. It's also about connecting processes and workflows. Construction projects start long before the first shovel hits the ground. Owners and GCs are now collaborating together much earlier in the project, even before the GC is selected. Our aim is to ensure the entire project team can start and finish their work in the Procore platform. That's what you're asking for too. Sarah from Casco Contractors said, "It's a requirement now that everything starts and ends in Procore because it's the central place for all job information. And that's why we're continuing to invest in pre-construction and design management processes so you can effortlessly capture project scope. So I'm excited to announce that Esticom is joining the Procore family. We spent a lot of time evaluating companies that had the right experience, great culture, and proven technology. We know that Esticom is all three. To share more about this, I'll hand it over to Michelle.
Thanks, Wyatt. We have already seen huge success in pre-construction with bid management. Over 22 million bid invitations have been sent in the Procore platform. Last year at Groundbreak, we launched pre-qualification. And I'm very excited this year to introduce Esticom. Adding estimating and takeoff to the Procore platform helps complete our pre-construction solution so everyone can quickly build accurate construction cost estimates and self-performed teams can win more projects in less time. Uploaded drawings are automatically captured in the plans view where you can begin your takeoff. Select from a comprehensive catalog of materials and assemblies with pre-built rates. And you can even create your own custom rates. Easily start your count or measure by selecting your material or assembly and select the corresponding item on the drawing. Takeoff time is then dramatically reduced by leveraging auto count using symbol recognition. How cool is that? Once your takeoff is complete, your quantities and assemblies flow directly into your estimate where you can adjust labor and material cost, add overhead and profit, and create a customer-facing quote with additional notes like inclusions and exclusions. For self-performed contractors using the estimate to respond to a bid invite, that quote can be exported and attached to your bid package in Procore. After being awarded the contract, your final estimate can then be directly synced to the budget, creating a seamless workflow connecting estimating to financials. We're so excited to welcome the Esticom team and bring world-class estimating and takeoff to Procore. Back to you, Wyatt.
Thanks, Michelle. Bringing estimating and takeoff into the Procore platform also means a future where we can deliver a comprehensive design management solution by integrating with design coordination and BIM. We see the power of connecting pre-construction and course of construction data to financials. While Procore is best known for our world-class project management products, over the past 4 years, we've built an industry-leading project financial solution. Customers have shared over 2 million contracts and commitments in Procore, and streamlined payments with over 288 million invoices sent. We're betting big on the future of financials because connecting your field teams to the essential data of how much of your budget's been spent and how much is left is a necessity. Our industry's been in pursuit of a connected estimating and construction financial process for what seems like an eternity. The pieces we've put in place today will make this a reality. For owners, that means planning future capital investments. For contractors, it means leveraging previous projects' financial data to inform better future estimates. And all this starts with building a platform others can build on. To tell you more, I'll hand it over to Esne.
Thank you, Wyatt, and welcome you all to Procore's Austin office. Procore is a platform by design, one built from the ground up from over 18 years of serving this industry. Our next step is investing in ensuring that customers and partners can integrate with, build on top of, and extend the platform to drive more value for all. We are so confident in this platform strategy because everywhere you look, industries are being transformed by them. Platforms enable users to successfully tackle several complex problems in novel and unique ways. They also provide game-changing products and spawn ecosystems full of solutions that extend their core capabilities. And they do so on top of a secure and adaptable framework that ensures that they can service customer needs while also evolving to keep up with the rapidly increasing pace of change. Platforms have revolutionized the way we buy, the way we travel, how we stay connected, and how we engage with our world. That is our vision for construction. Just like Apple and Google, we are creating a paradigm shift in our industry. The Procore platform is flexible enough to meet the needs of every major participant in a construction project. Owners like Brookfield Properties and Boston Children's Hospital that Tooey mentioned earlier today. It can also meet the needs of GCs like Balfour Beatty with massive infrastructure projects and HIT with government projects and data centers. Procore meets the needs of specialty contractors like US Engineering, E.G. Sawyer, and FSG Electric. These companies chose Procore because they recognize the value of a platform that connects every one of their project stakeholders. But not all platforms are created equal. There are others in our industry, piecing together years of acquisitions, often of competing solutions with overlapping core functionality, and they're calling it a connected platform. This piecemeal approach creates an inconsistent user experience, disconnected workflows, and no partner ecosystem, and the data is siloed in these acquired products. Procore gives you a real foundation, and our platform connects all your people and tools with one consistent experience, connected workflows, and you have a single login that shares data and user experiences seamlessly. A true platform also offers freedom of choice, and we are passionate about customers being able to choose the best solution for their business. We envision a future with thousands of new construction technology companies being built on Procore's APIs and integrating seamlessly with the platform, driving more value for all. Back to you, Wyatt.
Thanks, Ezene. This is a future of construction that I'm excited to be a part of. One where you'll be able to access the entire network of solutions with a single login, and data will flow seamlessly across tools and workflows. We already have a comprehensive marketplace with over 250 partners integrating with and building on top of Procore. XL Construction, a California-based general contractor, has integrated more than 17 solutions from their technology stack, which has helped bring both their teams and all of their project data into one central place. I'd like to invite you into their business and show you how they're using InstructionSite and Procore to improve project collaboration.
You need to be able to take a picture, have it be organized, have it track a specific location, item, issue in order for it to be useful.
10,000 square feet could create 100 photos. And we're doing buildings with hundreds of thousands of square feet.
What we're looking to improve was how we actually capture the photos, where we're storing them, but then most importantly, how we're getting those out to the masses, how we're collaborating with those, and how we're getting them out to all the parties that needed to or wanted to see those photos and have access to them.
Procore is where we have our project management as a whole, and InstructionSite is where we go weekly on the job site and take the photos. So being able to integrate both Procore and InstructionSite, it makes it super easy because Procore is our mothership.
The difference between InstructionSite and a lot of the other softwares that we're using is they said, you know what, how do the field guys use it? How do the end users really need this to function properly to make it effective and efficient for their job?
I mean, you could take 1,000 photos of one job and have a photo album of pictures that kind of can mean nothing, whereas InstructionSite can order them in a way that's chronological, or by room, or by location, or by area, and then we can see that room progress from start to finish.
We don't have to leave Procore and go to another app. We don't have to toggle between screens. It's all just right there for us. Really it says that they think about the people, and they think about how we're doing our job, and they're thinking about how we can build quicker or better or just make our lives easier.
I would hope that more software companies use those relationships and find allies in each other in the industry to make it more efficient for anybody involved on a project. Photos really just bring the project to life.
With the Procore platform, there's truly no problem we can't solve together. Over the next 2 days, we're going to share how we've been delivering on this vision and to give some first looks at what's coming right around the corner. To start us off, I'd like to hand it over to Dave McCool to introduce a few groundbreaking enhancements to Procore's investment in BIM.
Thanks, Wyatt. So I want to continue the conversation that Wyatt and Ezene started around a connected, collaborative platform as it relates to BIM. Because honestly, it's never been easier for your field teams to access and use the model. They can simply navigate in the model to where they're standing in the building and create a coordination issue or observation from the mobile viewer. And this issue syncs to the platform, not just to the web application, but it also syncs to our integration with Navisworks. So wherever your BIM teams are and wherever they're now coordinating remotely, they can access that field issue instantly and get to work solving that conflict to keep your field teams moving. And if that issue changes status, the field teams will know instantly whether they're on the web, on our plugin, or now on their mobile device. The Coordination Issues tool is now available on mobile, which round trips the entire coordination process back to the field. In this example, the status of the issue is released, which means the RFI associated with it has an official response. They can open up the approved RFI, see the response from the design team, and any attachments associated with it. It's also BCF compliant, so if you tap on the image in the top, it will launch the mobile viewer to that exact spot, so you can see the changes that were made to the model in the RFI. Connected, collaborative, platform with BIM. But you've heard that before from some other companies in our industry, so we're also launching a new feature that allows you to visualize collaboration in a way that you've never been able to with BIM. It also solves a major problem that has only been amplified by the fact that we're working more remote and more mobile than ever. During remote coordination meetings, it can be very easy for team members to get lost as you're navigating through large models. You'll hear the question, where are you, or what are you looking at, dozens of times throughout the meeting, which can really impact the productivity. So to alleviate this, coming out in the next few months, first on mobile, then on web, is the ability to see all users in the model in real time, where they are and what they're looking at. This will be available both in the 3D view as well as the 2D navigation view. So if you open up the 2D sheet, depending on what level the user is on, they will show up and you can see exactly where they are. You can simply select the icon in the top right corner to see everyone in the session, and you can navigate directly to their view and see exactly what they're seeing. These enhancements leverage the platform to make your teams more collaborative and connected. But as Esne mentioned, we envision a future with thousands of construction technology companies integrating seamlessly with the Procore platform. With our new APIs for BIM, Struction Site has integrated Procore's web viewer side by side with their 360 video walk, so teams can validate as-built conditions and productivity in the field against what was planned in the model. So partners, you can now leverage our web viewer to enhance your products, creating a truly holistic platform experience. Lastly, we've been working on an enhancement to Procore BIM that we believe will completely change how field teams use the model. I've always been puzzled with the fact that we spend so much time coordinating these models, but can't use them to produce coordinated drawings for concrete or framing or CMU walls. It's typically an entirely different model and process. So this past year, working directly with customers, we started to ask why. Why can't we just use the coordinated models? So I'm very excited to announce a groundbreaking new enhancement to BIM, currently in beta, dynamic wall elevations. Field teams can now use the coordinated model, navigate to an area, click the wall, and simply draw an elevation. But what you'll notice is as I zoom into the trade, I get dynamic dimensions and context to the objects. The more I zoom, the more detail I get. If I select any of those objects, the first dimension I get is center line off of grid and off of level. You'll also notice it tells you the name of the object at the top. When I select that object again, I get the outside dimensions of that object to grid and level. You'll also see a sectioning tool in the bottom right, and if I drill into the wall, you'll see the riser to the bottle refilling station on the left. When selecting the riser, I get center line and outside dimensions to grid, so I can ensure that I'm installing everything exactly per the plan. Scott Anderson from Oakland Construction said, "A lot of people talk about the model being the center of everything, but this feature actually does it. It's never been easier for your field teams to use the model." Procore invested in BIM to protect your investment in BIM, because you spend so much time coordinating these models down to the nuts and bolts. And we are committed to making sure that those details make it to the teams installing the work. We want your field teams to be as safe and as efficient and as productive as they possibly can be. Back to you, Wyatt.
Thanks, Dave. That's just a glimpse of what this week holds. But technology is only one piece of the puzzle. From the beginning, we knew if we're going to be supporting this industry through this rapidly shifting landscape, we need to be more than a platform. We need to be a partner. Being a partner means our focus is your industry. We continue to build and invest in technology that's focused only on construction. Being a partner also means our one measure of success is your success, which means we go above and beyond in everything we do, starting with building products side by side with our customers and listening to your feedback. Finally, it's our mission to connect everyone in construction on a global platform. We're the one platform that connects everything and everyone, giving owners, GCs, and specialty contractors the tools they need to get the job done. I want to again thank you for spending time with us today and look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.
Wow, wasn't that something? You've just seen that what comes next for Procore is all about connecting everyone on a global platform. That means creating trusted partnerships between owners, general contractors, and specialty contractors. It also means connecting process and workflows throughout the construction lifecycle. So, we'll be investing in pre-construction and design management, connecting pre-construction to course of construction and financials, and most importantly, we'll be investing in all of you. Next up, for premium pass holders, we've got sessions like Safety EQ, the power of emotional intelligence, and how data will help firms survive and thrive in uncertain times. Or you can learn more about the features you just saw in the Ask the Experts corner, network with other attendees in the Groundbreakers portal, or see more innovative solutions in the sponsor showcase. You can find all of this on the left-hand side of your screen in the main menu. Make sure you're back at 1:40 p.m. Pacific Time, 4:40 Eastern Time today for a keynote you won't want to miss. Tooey will be sitting down with New York Times best-selling author and researcher Brené Brown to talk about leadership in challenging times. Enjoy your first day at Groundbreak, and I'll see you again soon.